This is Beyond the Blockchain.
When it comes to trading crypto, the least exciting part is probably the taxes. But we all gotta pay them, right? Well, Justin Woodward and his entire family have come up with TAXBit. It not only simplifies the whole process, it actually tells you which trades to make to save the most money when it comes to taxes. I know, we got the scoop. Check it out. Justin Woodward, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. A lot of people, when they get into crypto, they get very excited. The markets can be volatile. People are making a lot of money, you're losing money, or whatever the case may be. But no one really thinks about taxes when you get caught up in all of the excitement. But you are thinking about them. You are CEO of TAXBit, and tell us how you got into it and what it does.
Yeah, pleasure to be on, Lauren. And I love talking to your viewers, and crypto is just such an exciting topic. So to start off, I was an early adopter of cryptocurrency. Been in the market, since 2013, 2014, really working with clients on these issues. And, it started off being really user-centric, end users, people trading crypto. But as we've seen the last year or two, it's just been a massive institutional adoption, which has brought a lot more excitement. And we're seeing, the traditional financial institutions adopt the technology. And, to us, taxes was inevitable to really allow that curve and allow the institutional adoption. We needed clear regulations, clear rules, and more importantly, the tax and accounting infrastructure behind crypto to support it, to really allow it to flourish. And I think that's what we're seeing now over the last year.
Yeah, so you are actually perfectly positioned for this. You are an attorney, right? Your brother is an accountant, and then I believe it's your cousin who actually developed TAXBit. Am I getting this all right?
That's right. He's a product mind and really, helped lay out the design of the platform. So yeah, at our heart, we are tax nerds. And, even beyond, me and Austin, we've really grown a team of CPAs and accountants. It's a big differentiator of we take accuracy first and foremost above everything to make sure, users can continue trading and doing what they love and not be burdened by, all the different tax complexities that are behind the asset class. And there's a lot. It gets complicated.
It's really complicated.
Yeah, really quickly. We just want to remove that complication from users and make it as simple as possible, just to plug in, file their taxes. But then beyond that, I think we'll touch on this in a few minutes, really add value-added services to allow, traders to take tax strategy and planning into their trading strategies.
So it would be like you would in any kind of investment class, I would assume, right? But the difference is, I know my regular CPA, when I brought up digital currency to him, gave me a blank stare. So you really have to be in the space, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think fundamentally, and even beyond crypto brought out a lot of the confusion in tax, but I think we see this even in the equity world to some extent. Tax has kind of historically been broken. I kind of think of tax similar to how healthcare has been historically. You tear your ACL, you go into the doctor, you have no idea what you're going to pay until that bill comes in the month. It comes in the mail at the end of the month or end of the year. It's similar with taxes. Most people have no idea where they stand until they actually, they plug in their data into TurboTax or their filing software, and they find out for the first time, this is what I owe on my taxes. And so that's really what we're, trying to solve, bring real-time visibility into trading strategies. And by doing that, by monitoring throughout the year where your positions are, how your trading is going, you can take advantage of tax optimization opportunities. At this point in time, I should trade this asset instead of this asset in order to, lower my taxes.
So that's what TAXBit can offer you, because I know it's an ERP software, right? Like an enterprise resource planning software, where you can, plan for all different sorts of spaces. But I didn't know that you could actually help us game the system.
Yeah, I would call this, it's a trading strategy. High net worth individuals have been doing this for, decades. You give your money to Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, and you have tax strategists behind your trading portfolios really automating this in the background. But at the end user level, the people that are trading on their own, they don't have those tools available historically. And that's really what TAXBit's democratizing. So users can see real time, oh, this is where I sit throughout the year. Oh, and we can even send alerts to users. Hey, go trade this asset now. It's going to lower your tax liability. Our goal is to hopefully give you a tax refund at the end of the year through, optimizing throughout the year.
That's amazing. And who wouldn't want to be on board for that? So do you work with both like individuals, retail investors, and institutions?
Exactly. So TAXBit really plays in all areas of the market. So we serve the end users as well as the exchanges that the users trade on. And that's going to be a development that traders are going to see in the coming months and years, is that historically we've had a consumer software. Traders have come onto our consumer software to link up exchanges and see all their data. But we're really powering a tax experience within the actual exchanges. So you'll be able to see, all of these tax loss harvesting tools, portfolio performance tools within the exchanges. And, that's ultimately powered by TAXBit.
And how much have you had to just constantly keep evolving as far as regulations keep coming out? Because even the IRS and the US government are still kind of learning along with the rest of us.
No, absolutely. I mean, there are clear rules. Let's not get confused here, but there is new technology constantly being pushed out. So we're seeing, crazy use cases. DeFi has blown up the last year. Add more complexity to, how you track and account digital assets. NFTs are a big craze now, which that's kind of like, it's an interesting hybrid. Yeah, it's a digital asset, but it is tied to a unique image, and there are some interesting tax rules because it's now in the intersection of is this a digital asset, is this a currency, or is this art? It creates very interesting tax frameworks depending on how you look at it.
Definitely. I'm sure to a bunch of self-described tax nerds, it's probably fun to dig in and figure out where everybody stands.
We love to nerd out on this, but it's definitely, we think it's a little less nerdy than the other areas of the tax code. This really is cutting edge, fun area to be in.
It's definitely the most metal of the tax area.
We like to think so.
Yeah.